Hey tankers, and welcome back to World of Tanks with PR154, and today we are on Malinovka watching JohnCena25 of the Daddy clan in the tier 10 French wheeled vehicle, the EBR 105. Now, regardless of how you feel about them, love them, hate them, one thing is for certain: they are fantastic for completing personal campaign missions. In this case, JohnCena25 is going for the final mission with the honours condition for Coalition-15 on the Excalibur personal campaign. To knock over this mission, John will have to pick up 2 medals in the one game of the Epic or Battle Heroes category. So let's see how John Cena does with this. This is a very aggressive initial scouting run here. Heading straight into one of the stronger light tank spotting positions available, clipping his counterpart in the other EBR 105 in the process. So that's put them on quite a severely weakened hit point position straight out the gate. A D6, absolutely monstrous spotting position here. From the other side, the enemy gets a similar position here at E7. So you absolutely do not want your enemy light tanks getting into those positions, particularly those with a strong turret. Even hull down medium tanks can perform quite well by rushing into these sorts of positions, particularly when they can start returning fire as well. The advantage of this position as well is that it's quite well looked after with bushes, so you can drive up the ramp and get into the bush and spot all sorts of stuff around. Unfortunately, we've taken a bit of fire in the process, and this Batchat-25 has tried to chase John Cena down, leaving on quite a precarious hit point position. Bit of a damage bill here, but have a look at that. We're not even 2 minutes into the game, and JohnCena25 has already picked up nearly 3,500 spotting damage. An absolutely fantastic result, and he's only just begun. We're using the not inconsiderable firepower of the EBR 105 as well, just to continue to inflict damage on the enemy as well. Your eyes are not your only weapon. But with enemy vehicles sort of cleared out from the top, the Batchat-25 has been shut down. John Cena is in a position to do another poke, again using the bushes here as cover, and then lighting up the enemy 121B. Also finding a WZ 111-5A. So it's all coming together for John Cena here. Over 4,000 damage spotting damage collected now. It should be said about this position that once a light tank or medium tank or whatever is in one of these positions, they're very difficult to dig out. We saw what happened to that Batchat-25 when it went to rush John Cena, and you know what, that could have worked. They might have been able to pull that off. The problem is when you attack that position and you start coming down this ramp, the ability for you to be enveloped with crossfire from multiple directions in the process can make it quite a high-risk strategy, and certainly that Batchat-25 certainly discovered that. Another enemy falls before the eyeballs of JohnCena25. We're now up to 7,500 spotting damage. This is just an absolutely fantastic bit of EBR 105 gameplay from JohnCena25. And we still have 11 minutes to go. Pushing forward, it appears the enemy is sort of generally retreated to the forest. We're expecting there's still some enemy vehicles operating in this field as well. So this remains a bit of a high-risk strategy here for John Cena, very much relying on mobility to be his armour at this point in time. It's certainly not much insurance policy left in the hit point pool. In fact, any penetrating hit is going to send John Cena25 back to the garage at this point. And this is up against enemy vehicles that don't have terrible gun handling either. We've got the Object 907, Super Conqueror, vehicles that are not to be trifled with, but some very, very brave active scouting runs, making the best use possible of EBR 105's mobility, and we've now collected over 11,000 spotting damage. It's just going to keep racking this up. Now that the friendlies are sort of pushed in, they're able to sort of self-spot a lot of enemy vehicles. So this means JohnCena25 can probably play a slightly more cruisy game. He's going deep. He's found the T110E4 as well. He's continuing to collect the spotting damage. This just leaves 3 enemy vehicles, including the self-propelled gun. 2 enemy vehicles left. The SPG and the VZ55. VZ55's knocked out, and so's the SPG as well. It's so that's a team wipeout. Let's take a look at the results for JohnCena25. So a very well-deserved Ace Mastery badge for JohnCena25's efforts there, and we've also kicked over our Coalition-15 honours condition for the Excalibur as well, having picked up 2 medals in the Epic or Battle Heroes category. So we've got Scout for detecting the most enemy vehicles and self-propelled guns of anyone in the team, and this is a badge that the wheeled vehicles rather excel at doing, even though they don't have the same view range as far as distance as tracked light tanks. Their ability to surge forward quickly and actively scout and identify enemy vehicles makes this medal in particular a lot easier to pick up. Which, if you're trying to do campaign mission completions that require Epic or Battle Heroes medals, that's a great place to go. We've also got the Patrol Duty medal, so that is a medal that you receive if you're able to identify 6 enemy vehicles and they take damage. One of the stipulations, however, is you can't have that same vehicle having been identified or within the spotting distance of another friendly vehicle at the time that they take the damage. So it's all up to you. There's no sharesies with your teammates. JohnCena25's also picked up a couple of badges of merit here. We've got Spotter, obviously, for enabling allies to cause at least 1,000 hit points of damage. And have a look here. Over 12,000 hit points of spotting assist damage. That's just an absolutely fantastic effort there. We've got the Bruiser medal for causing damage to enemy crews and internal modules at least 5 times in the course of the battle, and the Fire for Effect medal for doing at least his hit points in damage. So you got 1,300 hit points on the EBR 105. He's collected over 2,000 damage with the big 105mm main armament on this vehicle. Having a look at the team scores, that's quite a significant lead on a few of his teammates there. But special mention to the VZ55 and the Strizvan 103B, who've also had quite high damage games here, and I guess have really worked in cooperation with JohnCena25 to achieve what they did there today. Having a look at the enemy team, they got rolled pretty awfully there. The Object 261 artillery piece placing top on experience, and the unfortunate Batchation 25T that was doing their best to try to dig John Cena out earlier in the game is placed quite well despite their unfortunate demise. This has turned into quite a profitable game for JohnCena25, returning over 36,000 credits for his efforts here. And I guess there's a couple of factors here. Relatively cheap repair costs, not having to shoot too much in order to do well in the light tank. A couple of consumables resupplied as well, but well done to JohnCena25, the Daddy Clan, turning a profit like that at tier 10 in a tech tree vehicle. And if you've got a game that you're proud of and you'd like to share it with the community, please reach out over Discord or any of the links below, and we'll do our best to sort you out. In the meantime, take care out there.